Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome in. It is Thursday, January the 16th. There we go. Got to get my days right. So thanks everyone for popping in today. Today is just a day where I can finally share some of the awesomeness of the Disney adventure that I was on back in November. But let's start off. I see Hills put a message in earlier. I don't know if she's still here or not, or if she's working away. Gator, what's up, buddy? Christine Hickman, how are you? But welcome in, everybody. Yes, unfortunately, my bags have their own luggage under their eyes. It has been a very stressful week with a lot of things that have happened. But let's look at some of the positives, which is the awesome trip that I was on with Patrick back in November. We did a fabulous, fancy Christmas adventure with a lot of amazing and great people. We'll get to that, but a lot of them were fantastic and amazing. I do my coffee, my Timmy's. There we go. Let's get this the right way here. There we go. Canned flag. Tim Hortons. Why? Because it feels like it's minus 20 degrees outside. Something like that. Anonymous Mouse just tipped $4.20. Thank you so much for that. You didn't have to, but thank you. And that deserves you to get one of these. Dapper Vanter Crew, welcome in. Canadian coffee. Sorry, actually, Gator, this is actually a French vanilla cappuccino. So, but there we go. So, well, let's roll with it so day one, which was the Saturday, November 2nd, where Patrick and I hop on the airplane out of Toronto International Airport, got through everything fairly quickly. We got down to my favorite resort, which is Disney's Pop Century Resort. After waiting 45 minutes for Mears at MCO to get to Pop Century, and then obviously the drive from there. So again, a very long adventure to get to the resort. Get in there. Was greeted right away by one of the Pop Century cast members, probably within about 10 feet of walking in the door. And he said, "Hey, we got your room like this is the room you're going to be going into, but it's still being finished up." We're like, "Fantastic, great. Let's roll. Let's have a good time. Let's go get a bite to eat." Because at this point, we had already been up since about 2 a.m. For traveling, and we got to the resort around 12-ish. We'll say. And it was, so we got our bite to eat. I got the email. Say, "Hey, Jordan, your room's ready. This is what your room number is." But nothing actually ever came through on my Disney Experience app. So I figure, let's finish eating first. We'll go from there, And then, I'll go and find one of the cast members and we'll see what's cooking. Get to go. So when I saw one of the cast members, she's out in the hall outside of the everything pop shop, and he looked up my information, said that the room is still being pixie dusted. It's not quite ready yet. But meanwhile, now an hour has passed. So now we're about 1:30 in the afternoon. Hillary then gets there, gets a bite to eat. We get her checked. Then after that, it's about 2:30. Let's go get her checked in, and I'll ask the same question while I'm there. To find out that, hey, that's not your room number, Jordan. I'm like, fantastic. So we very well could have been going to the wrong room with our magic bands to get inside, and someone else's stuff is there. It happened. But what I will say though is that they did a fabulous job and they took care of us. Um, there were some, they gave a bit of a nice incentive of getting some quick service meals. So that was fantastic and greatly appreciated. And I think within about half an hour or no, maybe even a bit longer, um, because Hillary had taken a picture of her luggage and whatnot with where we're sitting, and we had a surprise visitors, I should say, with Dave, Jen, and Bella. It's like, this is fantastic. Now the party's getting started. Dave was going to try and scare us, but he wasn't quite that sneaky this time. And yeah, Sarah joined us as well too. And then we're like, hey, finally, my Disney Experience app says, hey, your room is ready. Fantastic. We got our stuff unloaded into our room, and it was more like a drop it in and then let's go. And then we all went on a venture and we went over to Disney Springs. And I have to say, we walked around some of the shops, but we were all getting a little hangry. So we went to the Polite Pig. Absolutely delicious. Amazing, amazing food. It was great. Got that nice, good old, like the platter. And it was myself, Patrick, Hills, Dave, Jen, Bella of FPE, and there she is running Warriors. Sarah has arrived. She's probably been a ninja. So it was fantastic. And a very special thank you to a very superstar person. You know who you are. Yeah, got some more shenanigans. We went back to the resort, chilled out. And then that was on the Saturday. The Sunday, yep, I was listening. Of course you are. You're always listening, Sarah. And then we did some shenanigans with Springs again on the Sunday. Now, Sunday, again, caused some shenanigans with Sarah, so that was always a blast. And doing and Hills went off to Animal Kingdom. She wanted to go pet the animals. She wanted to pet the lions and, the hyenas and the elephants and the zebras and whatnot. So she had fun playing with the animals on the Sunday. Patrick and I were kind of chilling around the resort and like, hey, let's go. We said, hey, Sarah. Popped in and hopped on the Skyliner. Off we went to go meet Sarah. And then off we went from there on the bus to go to Springs. And I know someone can correct me on the name of it. Gator probably knows this, Sarah or Hills. But then we started drinking all the fancy soda drinks from the Coke shop. Oh boy. That was a lot of sugar. But it was a lot of fun. But then it made me hangry. And we had Dave, Jen, and Bella surprise us, and there they were. And yeah, what was the name of that place we went to go get all the chicken stuff? I can't remember, but it's right across from the Coke shop. I'm just having one of those moments where I'm not remembering the name of it. And so good food there, and kind of did some more walking around and shops and whatnot, and it just chilling out before Patrick, Hillary, and I, the chicken guy, probably, or that, yeah, probably. It was good chicken. I just can't remember the name, but I'll take your word for it there, Sarah, with the question mark behind it. Yeah, so we enjoyed that, and then it's like, we know that the next day, the Monday, that Patrick Hills and I were heading on the cruise, and they pick your luggage up as early as 7 a.m. from your room. Keep in mind, though, they've made some changes to that. So if you are going on a cruise and you're staying at one of the Disney resorts, you no longer put your luggage outside of your room. It stays inside your room, and they do the knock, 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 bell services. and they come and collect your luggage, making sure that you already have your Disney Cruise Line luggage tags on the luggage because you want to make sure it goes to the right spot. They pick it up, and guess what? Your luggage makes it down to the terminal before you do. So then we had a bit of a time to grab. Yeah, we just finished getting ready, kind of chilling out. Went down to where we're supposed to meet and do our check-in. Um, if you are an international traveler, you need to make sure that you do have your valid passport with you. Okay, valid passport is required. If you are a U.S. resident, you don't need a passport. Things with driver's license, birth certificate. But remember, international travelers, you have to have a valid passport with you to go. They check that, check it off on their list. And they had two people that were checking because there was a big group. So the bus that came to Pop Century to pick us up, it was only guests from Pop Century that were getting on this bus. We took it over, and so it was a lot of fun. Off to the port we went. Obviously, I did do a live stream when we did get set up and got through security at the terminal. Again, can't say exactly what they do with going through security. Definitely don't want to get in any kind of trouble, but just pay attention. If you're going on a cruise, make sure that you read the frequently asked questions that are about what happens when you go through security, or you can always call Disney Cruise Line directly. Okay. But then we, got in the terminal, did I think a 4.5 hour live stream that day as we got on board. We did a bit of a ship tour, got to enjoy the mustard drill. The Christmas tree was being set up as well too. The Christmas decor was absolutely phenomenal and beautiful. And then had to eat. Definitely had to indulge in the Mickey's barbecue. And again, it tastes as awesome as always. So it was very, very delicious and very, very yummy. Patrick, I think, got his taco bowl as he usually does, which he loves them on the ship. So I think he had a couple of those, if I'm being honest. And then we had the mustard drill. We did the sail away party. At Gator, yes, they did get it finished finally after Pluto stopped causing shenanigans and trying to break the walls down. They did get it finished. Unfortunately, a lot of the pictures I tried to get them posted for the stream today, but StreamYard just wasn't cooperating with me, so I do apologize. So I will post more of those. I'm pretty sure I did post a video in my YouTube of the gingerbread house as well, too. Let me see if I can find a really quick link and I can put that in here. But yes, they did get it finished and it looked absolutely fantastic. But again, that was after Pluto was trying to break it down. Yeah, Pluto was causing a whole lot of shenanigans. So, let's do this. And there we go. So there's a short of it right there of the gingerbread house being finished. But yeah, no, it was absolutely fantastic. And just the overall experience itself was great. Obviously, the sail away party with the countdown. As always, you're off in the water. And I do have a scene that I did. I was just waiting for it. It was taking too long to convert because I had to convert it from a movie file to an MP4, and it was thinking awfully hard. So it didn't quite get finished in time. But that will be coming on the next one as a background, so you guys can see that. And all it is just the view from the balcony as you see the sun setting over the water as we are leaving. So it's fantastic. Yeah, that night we got to indulge in. I got to say though too. So Patrick, I probably saw in the live stream from that night, November 4th, where when Patrick got his luggage, he bought a bottle of perfume for his girlfriend, and the bottle broke inside his suitcase. So it smelt. Our room had a lot of perfume smell to it for a little bit. You know, our hostess was fantastic, and she helped out in regards to the proper way to dispose of the broken glass, and she took care of it. So it was absolutely fantastic. Um, Dinner in 1923 was amazing and awesome. We did see the first show of the night as well too at the Walt Disney Theater, which was also amazing. Um, and Hills was rocking out and partying like a rock star the entire time that we were on the cruise, fist pumping with her ears on. And our serving staff were absolutely amazing, 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 amazing. I can't say anything more about it. They were phenomenal right from start to finish. We bumped into them quite a bit throughout the ship, even on if it was at Marceline Market or whatnot, or even when we were at Serenity Bay. Um, it was just great interacting with them. They added that special jazz to the actual trip itself. So um, definitely kudos to them for that. Um, and we got to know the photographers very, very well. Um, to the point where you'd see them from a distance away and they'd start yelling your name and waving at you. So that was pretty cool. And I know Hillary one time she went to go get some pictures taken for the royal, um, what was that? A royal gathering, and the photographers were like, "Where's Jordan?" Which is fantastic. um, but no, overall, it was a blast. I mean, I've posted some videos as well too, from like the Christmas tree to some of the Christmas shows. Yeah, royal gathering. So that was really awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, the whole cruise itself what was awesome to just be a part of. Um, that's right. It's true. We're short. Um, but we were able to create that rapport with all the staff, like with all the cast, with all the crew members. Again, not just the photographers or whomever. Even having a conversation with the cruise director and the assistant cruise director was absolutely phenomenal. Trent and Joshua. Um, so again, awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, Now, the first night though was a bit of a adventure in its own. I know Hillary will agree to this. So inside my stateroom, if you're looking at the bed, they have two nice little light fixtures that are at the side of the bed, and they have dimmer switches on them. Well, the one to the left of the bed was just flickering like it was like a dance party. You're just going flicker, 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 having a good time, that sort of thing. Again, shut it off. Don't need to have it on. If it's flickering like that, not going to worry about it too much. I figured, when we see our hostess the next day, just report it. But, and I'm going to play a video and you're going to hear the sound of it off of my phone. And this is actually directly related to the actual noise that we heard coming from in behind the wall. And it was close to the light fixture, and I had no idea what it was. But then and this is when I kind of meant, yeah, I'm going to make the phone call to guest services because now we got a bigger problem. So I want to make sure I play the right one here for you. Yeah. Whoops. So that was the noise that was playing from behind the light fixture. So again, at that point there, then they, called down to guest services because it scared the crap out of us because the light was off and just boom, it just started randomly doing it. So placed a call, and then yeah, it scared the crap out of Hills. But then so I called down to guest services. They did send up an electrician to come up, and I said they might need more than just light bulbs. The electrician brought 3 light bulbs with him, I think, to try and change up, but the light fixture was still doing the disco party. So he said he'd be back in about 10 minutes. He goes, he gets a whole new light fixture, takes it off, puts a new one in. The disco light stopped. The following morning, that noise appears again. And I'm like, now we got a bigger problem. So I did report it to guest services face to face. Let them know that way. At least I could play the video that I took with the sound in it and that sort of thing. So now they're bypassing sending the electrician back, and now they're sending the deck manager to come to our room. Deck manager got back up there before I did, and Patrick was in the room. So I just set Patrick's expectations, say, hey, the deck manager's on his way. I get up there, and sure enough, it was the same deck manager that I ran into on the Wish Cruise back in 2023 when we did the FPE meetup on the Disney Wish at that time. And the deck manager, like, we chatted, we got caught up, and he's like, well, I'm going to have to get some of the contractors in here, some of the carpenters in here, and the electrician to come back. And he's like, are you okay if we come back in and say when you're done at your dinner time? And I said, that's fine. They do their meeting at 5:30. We knew we were going to be going to dinner and then something else. So it's like, it's no problem. To find out the following day, so they did come into a room, but we weren't too sure what had happened. So the hostess the following day did say that they were in the room, and if we knew what had happened. They said, no, we don't. So I did bump into the deck manager. He came to the chatting with him. He said what they did is that they actually pulled the bed right away from the wall. They removed the paneling completely away from behind where the bed is, took the light fixtures off. There were multiple voids that were between the stateroom that I was in plus the one next door. That's where that sound was coming from. So they used some insulation. They spray foamed all the insulation inside there, put more in there, and then they got to put the room back together again. Miranda C, thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day as well too. Oh, cruising makes me happy. Disney makes me happy. But yeah, so it took them about 2.5 hours to do all of that. And then they put it back together again. And you never would have known that they were actually in the room. Never would have known. It was nice and cleaned up afterwards as well, too, once they were done. But it was fantastic in how they handled it. So it was fabulous. Again, great service. It was on. So we did go into Nassau on the Tuesday. We did not get off the ship that day there. Castaway Day, which was on the Wednesday, that was fantastic. We did get off at Serenity. We went to Serenity Bay, which was nice to go to. However, and I know Hillary will agree to this, but there was a gentleman that was in the water, and we're talking like 11 o'clock in the morning or so, and he's just yelling and screaming at the top of his lungs. And you could hear him all down the beach. All down the beach. Didn't matter. Wasn't being respectful to anybody else, and he was just going. And lifeguards, they'd done a couple rotations of changing of people. No one said anything. Crew members that were doing like the bar service, they were walking up and down. Nothing happened. No, I think definitely a lot louder than the Baby Shark there, Gator. So it was just constant. So at this point in time, Hillary, Patrick, and I, we had said, that's it, that's enough. Like, we know, it was getting close to that time, that time as well too, to get some food. So we figured, let's just walk down the mile down the beach or whatever it was and go get some grub. Where we bumped into some of the, again, a lot of the great crew members that were there. I was doing my usual heckling of them as I always do, having a good time. And we bumped into one of our servers, Nelson. James, what's up, buddy? Cheers, welcome in. And we are having a good time. Hop back on the bougie tram to head back to one of the main beaches there. We got off. We did a couple of we did walking around. I think Hillary bought a couple of things while we were there, shot some videos, took some pictures, and then we hopped on the train and went back to the ship. So it was a lot of fun. We had a great time, and just enjoying the atmosphere itself was just what was needed, and to just to enjoy it. Again, when you get back to the ship again, before you get on board, you do that final rinse off to make sure you're all good to go with your feet and everything, so you're not tracking a boatload of sand on it. And they had the nice, refreshing flavored water. I think there was lemon, lime, and cucumber. I think there was. So that was really good. Get back on board. Off we go. Do your thing, whatever. Did some wandering around the ship. And that night was 1923. No, sorry. That was Arendelle night. So again, because my pictures didn't load as I wanted them to, there's one of the pictures I did want to show, but it was me finding my long lost cousin, which was fantastic. So he's our fabulous guy from the Frozen movie that goes woohoo. Again, he's my cousin. I got to tell you. And then one of the servers on the ship as well, too. One of the crew members to work on the serving team. I gotta tell you, it's Patrick's doppelganger for sure. I know Hillary will agree to this. So it was just seeing the resemblance. It's like, oh my goodness gracious. But it was a phenomenal cruise, right from start to finish. And I can't say enough how enjoyable it was and how needed it was just to enjoy that. But again, seeing the Christmas decor as well too, 'cause that's my favorite time of the year. The following, and then on the Thursday was a day at sea, so it was just kind of chilling out, wandering around the ship. And we also, made sure we did the Aladdin show at the Walt Disney Theater. The Thursday, Hillary, you can correct me on this one. It's either the Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was the Thursday, but Hillary, Patrick, and I were fortunate enough to. Gator, sorry, I have to run to pharmacy. Thank you, sir. Oh, Gator, travel safely to the pharmacy. Just have them deliver it for you. We might still be on when you get back, Gator, so pop back in if we're still cruising along here. We got to stay, and I'm not going to share too much of it, but we did get to, once everyone had left the Walt Disney Theater, we did get to see the behind the scenes of the Walt Disney Theater. So when the curtains go up, everything that you see back there, seeing the crew move everything around was absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. And cruise director Trent, have to thank him for that. And he'll actually be on the Disney Treasure coming up on the next adventure. So, which is going to be it's going to be fantastic and great. We did go to that sweet treats shop as well, too, Hills, and you'll probably remember the name. I just remember it being absolutely delicious. I think we ate that, and then we got a plate of fries to go with our dessert, which was crazy. I think we were all that hungry before dinner time on that Thursday. We did eat breakfast a little bit earlier at Arendelle. Joyce, there we go. Thank you. We did eat at Arendelle for breakfast on the Friday morning when we were getting off. So I think we were down for breakfast, I think around 6:45. And I think the reason why Patrick, Hillary, and I did it was because of our serving staff. Absolutely unbelievable. Those are the memories that that will never. Joyful Sweets, yeah. Those are the memories that we'll never forget. And those relationships that you build with them. Get off the ship, go in the terminal. Then we got off. It's like, hey, let's just take a picture of your face, and then boom, green light, you're good to go. Off we went. Hop on the bus to go back to Pop Century. And getting ready for the next adventure was, and I know Patrick took a nap that day as well too, a bit. Um, we did meet up with the Simpsons, Carrie, JT, and their daughter Alyssa. Sarah was there as well too, and her troublemaker sister Becca was there, and we did get to meet. And then what do we do? Let's hop on the bus later on that day, and off to Magic Kingdom we went for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So to kind of go back in time, back in 2022, Patrick and I missed it because we were delayed getting off the Wish because of Hurricane Nicole. So by the time we got back to the resort with travel and delays with on the Disney Cruise Line bus because of accidents and rush hour traffic on a Friday, by the time we got checked in and got a quick bite to eat, we had, it was already 9 o'clock at night, so we had missed a lot of it already. So it was very important that we got to do it. We got to do it with some awesome people, uh, people I call family, not just friends, but family. Um, with obviously Sarah, her sister Becca, Heidi and Kevin were there. We also got Dave, Jen, and Bella were there, and it was just an awesome experience. Triton, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. It was an awesome event to go through that, enjoy the different shows, to enjoy again what I call is family on these trips, and making it that much, and making it special. The merch that we bought, to the food, to the Jingle Cruise that we went on. Um, it was just all around awesome. No complaints. And then the Saturday was a bit of a chill day. I think we went back to, yeah, we did a crawling around a couple of different places, causing some more shenanigans like we always do. And then later on that night, we did have to head out earlier than we wanted to. Couple reasons, but one of them too is that, hey, Hillary was getting picked up at 3:35 in the morning by Mears to head to the airport. Patrick and I were getting picked up, I think, at just around 7ish for our flight back here. It was an amazing, amazing, experience with everything that we were able to do, and just to enjoy everything and to have the overall experience that we did, and just making it known that, hey, we get to do it again, right? So, Triton, that's a loaded question, buddy. I don't know the exact one off the top of my head, but there were a lot. There were a lot of pins. Um, I know that Hillary got me a couple of pins. I think I got a couple of pins. Got some on the ship as well too. Um, but I have to say that it was just overall awesome just to begin with. So again, I've absolutely no complaints about it. Yeah, Hillary got 20. I'm probably up in that neighborhood as well too, but um and Hillary also surprised me with a couple of pins as well too that she actually asked them for. And I thought that was absolutely phenomenal and fantastic. So that was really, really cool that she went to that extent to do that. And I was like, yes. So yeah, lots and lots and lots. So um definitely appreciated it 100%. There were a lot of pins, Justin. But but again, a lot of the pins that even from Pop Century, like I had a lot of them already. But again, there were specific ones that I was looking for, and I was able to get them, which was even better. So I can't complain about that too much. Um, and yeah, so I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. But it got a couple of things as well too, and even when we were back on the cruise, Patrick and I had received a gift baskets from the crew members, and that was really awesome to see. And loved it with like everything. So for what they did, it was just absolutely awesome that they went to that extent. And yeah, not really a whole lot I can say that was negative about that. So, um, but again, it was an awesome, awesome experience. Um, Definitely can't wait for the next one to see what that brings. And again, more memories to create with more awesome people. So, um, yeah, so I can't, nothing negative, but a couple blips in the road. But they're expected to happen. That's just the nature of traveling. Doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter what cruise line you go on, doesn't matter what destination you go to. There's always a potential of being some blips here and there that are going to happen. Um, but again, one of the best things I can say that I had a blast with was again the family that we got to spend the time with, and that was the best part. So you know, I don't have anything other negative to say but how awesome it was. So, um, yeah. So, does anyone have any questions at all or comments? And again, I do apologize. I didn't have any like other videos or picture. I mean, I've posted quite a bit of stuff already. Even some of the other stuff that I wanted to put up. Again, it didn't want to convert quick enough for me to get her done. So, I do apologize there. Um, but questions, comments, all that jazz. Uh, Triton, I don't want to proactively say that out loud because I really don't want to get into trouble because you know that there's someone always watching or listening. But, Howard, that's a great question. I think it should be called the Disney JDA or something along those lines. Got to come up with something good. Um, but yeah, no, it was and once the Destiny is done being built, um, there's four more Disney cruise ships coming out after that. So the Adventurer set sail this year. The JDA Shark. When's the next cruise? Justin Frank, the next cruise is on February 22nd aboard the Disney Treasure. So just a little over a month today. What do we have? 36 days away, or no, sorry, 37 or 38 days away, or less than something like that. Anyways, it's not too far. So definitely looking forward to that. The JDA Shark, yeah. So here we'll play some nice tunes in the background as we're chatting away. I know Hales is going to be on that one. Running Warriors Sarah will be on that one as well too, with her husband Joe. Yeah, you'll see Patrick and I there. 36, thank you. I knew it was close. And then there will be Jill and Michael Walkbrook will be on there as well too. I know Jennifer Holmes will be on there with her parents. A couple other people as well too, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely looking forward to it to see what kind of trouble. And again, that one's going to be a 7-night, 8-day Western Caribbean cruise. which will be on going to Cozumel, Mexico, Georgetown, the Cayman Islands, Falmouth, Jamaica, and then Castaway, Disney, one of Disney's private islands. So definitely looking forward to that adventure, which is upcoming soon. So do. And then kind of just to elaborate on your question there, Justin, the next one's probably the next one will be on the Disney Destiny after that. Um, oh Lord, Disney security. Oh boy. Yeah, so the next one will be on the Disney Destiny after that one there. Still haven't, we booked a placeholder for it, so still haven't booked an actual itinerary yet. Probably looking at more towards the fall of 2026 on that one. And that ship sets sail starting in November of this year. So pretty quick turn on time for ship releases, especially with you got the Treasure, which was on December 21st of last year. You have the Disney Adventure, which is in June of this year, and then you've got the Disney Destiny in November of this year. So pretty quick. So actually, I saw a video the other day on the Disney Destiny, and it's flying along with construction. So they're doing I mean, all the building blocks are pretty well in place already in the exterior. So definitely be the interior part, which is always the part that they'll start, working on even as they're putting other building blocks in place. And even as they're doing their trials and that sort of thing, they're always working to make sure everything's all done in tip-top shape before they start getting paying guests on board. So it'd be nice though, Hillary, if it went to Lighthouse, but we can't win at all. So no, the main voyage is already booked for the Destiny, probably. Yeah. Yeah, the main voyage is this year, Hills. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Got time to figure that one out. So one thing I do want to say is that I do apologize in the delay of getting, talking about the trip that we were on. Um, Even when I was on the trip, um, my dad was already in the hospital, and even when I got back, we were trying to figure out stuff that was going on. For those of you who do know, he did have surgery back on November 9th, and that was they did a decompression of the C3 to C6 and decompressed the C2 to C4. He got pneumonia. He got multiple infections when he was there. He got moved down to the ICU on November 15th. Until later. So my days essentially were, on the weekends, it was there almost all day. And then weeknights, it was there always at nighttime. So that became the priority, was making, being there. And then as time passed, I mean, he was doing pretty good. He was upbeat, and he got all the tubes out of his throat, and he had to get a tracheotomy done. He couldn't vocally speak, but you could still see him talking and trying to, move his mouth to as much as possible. That way, and again, we could still understand him, with what was going on, and if he was in pain, we knew that. Again, ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. And then over Christmas time, family got sick, so family weren't able to go and see him. And I was the only one that was able to go and see him over the Christmas holidays from the 27th up until January 2nd. And you have to make sure that you're an advocate for your family and or yourself when it comes to medical. It's just the way it has to be. So always remember that. He got multiple more infections. He got a staph infection from a PICC line that he had put into his left arm. Bacterial infections. It was just like infection after infection after infection. And then a week ago today, actually, January 9th, he actually passed away. But I know back when I was on my trip before, he was watching the live streams. I was sending my brother and my sister pictures and videos, and they were sharing all that stuff with him, so he could see everything was still going good. They were giving me updates as well too, so I got to see him do a lot with his, the good old thumbs up, um, you know, and still being, still being dad. So thank you, Hills and James and Sarah. Hmm. But I know if I didn't go on the trip back in November, he'd kick my butt. That is a guarantee. So and that was one of the things with him, is that Disney was always one of his passions. Like we went back, 2010, 2011, even prior to that when we were younger kids, we would go all the time. So, and that was definitely one thing that he wanted to go, back to again, was, go back on another Disney trip. So, but he fought hard, kicked some butt a lot of the stuff, and unfortunately the body wasn't strong enough to, right at the end. So, but no, he's a rock star. So, but no, so that's why there was, the delay in getting this done was because, it's always family first. So, superstar, superstar. Thank you, Justin. So, but, we just keep on cruising. We just keep on trucking along. And, you tell everybody, it's the memories. That's what you have to keep. So, but there will be more videos and streams coming out shortly. Probably be another bit of a delay. But probably not another one until after, I would say, after the 26th of January. But and then we'll go from there, and we go into the next adventure. So there's always an adventure. You just never know when it's going to happen. They surprise, they pop up. So, but there will be more awesome Disney adventures coming up soon. whether it's in the parks, whether it's on a cruise ship. Let me rephrase that. Whether it's at the Disney parks and or on a Disney cruise ship. I'm going to emphasize that Disney cruise ship. Yeah, so definitely if it's definitely stay tuned for that. But the one thing I will say is, hey Rhonda, how are you? Welcome in. That's right, TCL. That's right, Hills. But for all the support that's come in, thank you. Words can't express that. You better get better soon there, Rhonda. I'm wearing shorts, and it's what do we know? Let me see here. Let's do the Canadian version first. So right now it's minus 13 degrees Celsius here right now. So it's a little frosty, but not too bad. But let's do a quick conversion here to Fahrenheit for our. So it's 8.6 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Next Monday nights, our overnight low is going to feel like minus 34 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's Celsius. Sorry. So it's going to be a wee bit frosty. Will I still be wearing shorts? Yep. That's just who I am and how we roll. So I will be at that 34. Why is it doing this? I want to get that. So that'll be minus 29.2 degrees Fahrenheit. It is still snowing, yes. It's actually been snowing since yesterday, and it's not supposed to let up until sometime next week. So we will see what's cooking. We'll see what's rocking. Well, you can keep the squalls there. I have no problem if you want to keep those with you there. Yeah, you can keep all those up that way there, but we are supposed to get heavier snow that is coming down over the next couple of days. What is snow? I can send some to you. Trey, I have no problem sending some your way if you want some, so not a problem. I've accepted the shorts and all. That's right. That's just the way it is. So it's up for a little bit here. Time for snowball fight. Amen to that. I'm down for having snowball fights. Those are fun. So, but any questions at all from anyone in regards to the trip that we were on, the Christmas trip that we were back on in November? Comments? And actually, while that is going across, why does my mouse do that? What's your opinion on the treasure? I'm looking forward to it, Rhonda. Not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to popping on there and seeing what adventure comes next. So no, definitely looking forward to it. So and with the people that are going, it's gonna be phenomenal. Triton, it's what separates the men from the boys. That's right, James. Oh, be Disney, don't be sorry that you're late. It's all good. No worries there. We want to make sure we add this in because I don't want to forget. Here, I'm going to put this in here so don't forget. So, So yeah, so my goal there, Rhonda, is actually to put that into like an intro or an outro. I will have, but again, I want to make sure I thank Mike Wheeler um, for actually creating the theme song. So definitely kudos to Mike for doing that. He's on a roll with creating these suckers, so I really appreciate it all the way. Sarah, have to go to a meeting. Oh, Sarah, thank you for popping in. Meetings. Don't go to a meeting. This is a better meeting, anyways. Jennifer Holmes, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. Let's do this. So, the fun times. Fun times. Ron, no need to go for meetings, I tell you. So you'll see that little ticker across the bottom there. So if you're looking at going to, any Disney destination, Disney cruise or Universal, reach out, let me know. Be happy to help you out, book your next trip. And that way we can get you off on that next adventure. Sarah L, how are you? Welcome in. I'll have to. Sarah, work is overrated. So just some kind of updates there as well too. So if you're looking at going to any Disney destination, Disney World, Disney in California, Disneyland California, wherever. If you want to go to Hawaii, go to Aulani on a Disney cruise, or go to Universal, California or Florida. Let me know. Let me help you out with that. We'll get you booked, and we'll get you. I guess we got to fix that ticker because it's not coming across properly. Let's do a quick edit here. Let's do this. Why? Because it's being special. There. Bam. Let's see if that comes across now. Any plans for the JDA meetup end of February? You want to know what? It got changed over to that Jen, so it's kind of rock and roll with just having a good time. That's how I look at it. So that's what we're gonna do. Is just have a good time, and we have the group chat. I'll toss in a couple ideas. We can figure some stuff out, but yeah. So I know with the next adventure, I'm flying down on the 19th of February. So that'll be just around the corner, realistically, because today's the 16th. So, oh, that's beautiful, Jen Holmes. Beautiful. I figure, always want to have some of the park days, right? So that's why we're going in on the Wednesday. Our flight out of Toronto's at 7:30 in the morning. So we'll probably be there around 11 or 12. I'm going to say more so on the 12 o'clock side to play it safe. Disney Springs Day, probably later on that day. And then I'm pretty sure if I'm correct, Hills, it's doing Magic Kingdom on the Thursday, Hollywood Studios in the morning. I think there's a group of us that are getting together on they got Pop Century on the Friday, so nice. So, and then off on the cruise on the Saturday to the Saturday. So it's gonna be some fun times. So any other questions or what you're looking forward to or maybe some ideas they have that they'd like to see me post next. I've always got stuff going on, so I have Jen Holmes. Actually, I don't know if you've seen this yet. I know I sent this somewhere. There, I just sent you something there, Jen, through IG. So hopefully you will enjoy that. Drinks at the Haunted Mansion bar. Yep, absolutely. What about posting a video of making a snow angel? I could do that, really. We could see what we could figure out if that makes you happy. But again, I'd have no problem sending some snow your way there, Triton, as well. So hopefully you got that okay, Jen Holmes. And there's the sorry that's the fast version of it being put together. So hopefully you enjoy that. Here we go. Nice. I'm looking forward to the HM and 20K bars. Absolutely. That's not cold enough, Triton, for snow. Come on, man. That would be hilarious there, Rhonda. Oh boy. But yeah, but I think the oh, and I gotta say this too, that so my flights for this upcoming trip. So I booked them back in August of last year, and August 12th got the final confirmation on the 13th. Not that I know of as of yet, Triton, but you never know what to expect. So there's always a possibility, and I think if anything that were to happen, that may happen on the March the 1st, maybe in the afternoon, or because we head out on the Sunday the 2nd is when we fly back. So always a possibility there, but yeah, coming back to the flight. So this is kind of something that was fun. So my flights were booked back in August. Hillary, you booked yours what, back in October, November? I think November. November after we got back from the trip. And she's on the same flight with with the airline going there and back. And the funny thing is that so when she booked hers, yeah, Black Friday, there we go. Yeah, because I sent you all that Black Friday promo deal stuff. So I had looked on the Sunday after, just by chance, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, they moved my seat location and no email, and it was just by chance. I didn't know it was because I checked the app for the airline. So I tried to give them a call, and they said it was about a 2.5 hour wait. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to request a call back the following day. So I requested the call back, and talked to someone on the phone. They said, oh, it's because we changed the actual aircraft. And in the aircraft, there's no rows 1, 2, and 3. It starts at row 4. I'm like, okay. Later on that week, something still wasn't jiving. So then I decided, hey, I'm going to give them a call back. Again, it wasn't going to get, it was a long wait, so I requested a call back. I was on the phone with her for the one agent for about an hour and a bit. She couldn't do anything, so then they escalated it to one step higher. Talked to that person on the phone. So I was on the phone with her for about 5 hours. Talked to 4 or 5 different agents from the airline. The last agent I talked on the phone was on the phone with her for 10 minutes. She said, "Oh, that's easy. Bang, 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 bang." She fixed everything there and back. So we're sitting in the premium seats flying down and the premium seats flying back. So there's mimosas in the morning that will be had along with whatever the breakfast might be and whatever the beverage, and then whatever on the way back. But I spent in total from the Monday and that Thursday, it was 6 hours on the phone. So I didn't get the call back to but rebook right away. I never get those, Rhonda, but I do on my own through the agency anyway. So, John Holmes, I wanted to look into the Fantasia mini golf before the cruise. Yeah, definitely a possibility for sure. We can definitely look into it. I mean, there's always options on the table, right? So, um, but yeah, I definitely know we're going to Magic Kingdom on the Thursday. I know Hollywood Studios in the morning, early afternoon. So, just want to make sure you're ready to go for that cruise on the Saturday. So, but yeah, so like again, you can see what's going on the ticker on the bottom of the screen there, and the post that's in the stream. Pixie Vacations is the travel agency I work for, so any Disney trip you want to book, Disney cruise or Universal Adventure, reach out, let me know. Let's get a book for you. We'll go from there. So anything I can do to help out, it's what we want to make sure we can do is help you out. So I'll just do some edits here because I want to make sure it's done right. There we go. Not sure about the parks yet. Mom and Dad not so excited about the crowds and parks. May just shop and start. Hey, nothing wrong with that either. It's whatever's in the group chat right now. Jen Holmes is what we have so far. So, but yeah. So I know there's myself and Patrick. There's Hills, you, Mom and Dad, Sarah, her husband Joe, Jill and Michael Walkbrick are part of that for the cruise. So it'll be a lot of fun. We'll be at all, so definitely looking forward to it. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on, and we're on the cruise for 7 nights and 8 days. So it's gonna be an absolute blast. What are the dates of this trip you guys are going on? So Rhonda, the cruise itself is actually from Saturday, February 22nd, up until Saturday, March the 1st. Is the actual cruise itself, but I'll be flying in on February the 19th, which is the Wednesday. Staying at Pop Century, which is my favorite resort, up until the Saturday. Do the cruise, come back to Pop Century for the Saturday night, and then we fly back. Our flight out of Orlando's at 9:45 at night. So a good little getaway. So those are the dates. So stay tuned for some awesomeness that will come from that. So what day are you going to MK? Triton, that'll be Thursday, February 20th. Thursday is when we will be going, and we'll probably be there for most of the day anyways. We'll be there, again, something we're probably going to figure out, whether we go in the early afternoon and stay there for fireworks and all that stuff and stay there for a bit afterwards. Always expect the unexpected, but definitely but Thursday, February 20th is when we will be at MK. So I gotta show that. So let me see if I can pop this in, because Triton, being the rock star that he is, he decided to create something for me. And Triton, I gotta say, you're pretty well on point. I'm going to show both because I honestly think I have to. Where's the other one? There we go. Let's see if it'll let me pop it in here while we're on the... I want to see if it's going to let me pop these in while I'm actually on the stream. Let me just see if I can do this. Unless it's going to be difficult, but we'll find out in just a second. So my face will disappear in a minute. I want to make sure it shows. That is. Here we go. So this is Triton's creativity. So Triton, I will use these for sure. So this is number 1. Let's see if it shows. Here we go. That's my. So this is my avatar. So this is number 1. Okay. And then number 2. So Triton, I will say thank you for creating these. There you go. I got ears on. So. That's right. Well, hell, one of the videos I wanted to upload was one of those. So. And a half recipe. There you go, Triton. Definitely looking forward to meeting you there, brother. Can't wait for that. So. But he did put it where I was on the bougie balcony. But one of the videos I have, which I'm going to have to email it to myself and then do a proper conversion that way. I was trying to get it converted and it didn't go quick enough. So I'm kind of like, grrr. But, we do what we do. So we'll get it all sorted out that way there. But I'll get those added in and you'll see all that stuff before. And with everything that went down this year, I didn't get all this surprise. Oh, no worries, Jennifer. Stuff happens, and so it's all good. Yeah, it's unfortunate that there's some people that aren't going on the cruise, but we just got to keep on trucking, and there'll be other adventures for sure to go on with the community. So, I wonder if that didn't go according to plan. So Sam, so the Sam Will Be 12, one of my partner channels, had a great idea, and I agree with him. Let's see if I can get this to work. I want that. I want that. Let's do that. What's royal? Let me see if I can get these added in. I really want you guys to see these. Because one of them I actually want to use as my background. Insert this. No one will believe you, Hills, because everyone knows I won't go on Royal. Just figured I'd save you now. But no, I did take a video of a nice view of the sunset as I was out towards one of the end of the live stream, the one live stream I did, and it was actually a view of the sunset as we were leaving Port Canaveral on the cruise ship. So, James, gotta run. Thanks. Have a great day, James. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Let's see if this is gonna work. Because if I can do this now, then I can show you guys this awesomeness. Let's do that. I can help make a picture of JDA. Oh, sweet Jesus, Triton. Leave it up to you for causing those kind of shenanigans, eh? So let me download. Let's do this. I really want to convert these. I want to show you guys these because they're awesome. I missed the post that says torture JDA today. Yeah, that's just every day, Jen Holmes. That's just, kind of the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. So. Huh. Well then. Oh, I don't want to convert that. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's do that. Can't imagine anything about this. That's right. What do you know about the Disney Plus bookings? Anything out of the ordinary? As long as you're a Disney Plus subscriber, Jen Holmes. Again, it's on select sailings though, so you want to make sure that you get it in sooner than later. That way, there's no delay. But again, yeah, it's only on select sailings, so. So that's why you want to make sure it's done sooner. So the Disney Plus bookings itself, it would be 50% off guest 3 and 4. So guest number 1 and 2 would still have to pay the full rate, whatever that might be. And then guest 3 and 4 would only have to pay half the rate. So just for your reference on that one there. That's going to be a fact there, Justin. Guarantee that's a fact where someone definitely would have kidnapped me for sure. I would have to agree 100%. Yeah, that would be hilarious, Triton. I'm trying to get this stuff because I really, really want to show you these. Yeah, Triton, I'd be laughing my backside off if you actually did that. I'm not gonna lie. Let's do. Whoopsies. Okay, let's try this again. I had to reset my password on something. Why? Is it right? Just the way the cookie crumbles. So I want to do this one. Open. Add more files. Where did this go? Oh, there we go. Magic. And then, of course, so I don't think this one came over the right way that I wanted it to. Okay, so I was waiting. Hopefully those will come through soon. That way I can show you guys all that stuff. Because it's bugging me. That's right. That's Disney Dream in December. Just putting it out there. I don't know if I'll be going on that one. So I told hubby I was going to be like. Hope everything goes well there, Triton. Good luck there, buddy. So this might actually work with what I want to do. Maybe. And if it does, then yes. Journey, a Disney delight. Jordan's Disney adventure, shining so bright. So we have this one here, but I don't want it as that. And we're going to put him in here and see what happens. A few drinks is plenty. I don't. Yeah, and even trying the drink of the day there, Jen Holmes, is always pretty good too. They're actually really deliciousness. So. Yeah, so let me pause the song for a second. And let's see. So this is one of my favorite things. So everyone, please enjoy this because it should work. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yes. I love that. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So that one worked, which is fantastic, or phantasmic, whichever way you want to look at it. And let me see if I can do this next one here because I really want to show this one to you guys. It's okay. That's okay. try this one more time. It may not let me because it might be too big. That could be why. I haven't yet. Jen Holmes, but that's where the Disney Destiny will be sailing out of. So I don't know why it won't let me add this one clip I want to add. It's being a bit of a pain in the butt. Anyways, I'll have to work on that one there. But there we go. So, there we have it. So, there's the adventure. There's a bit of updates, and more to come soon. So, make sure you keep your notification on. Subscribe if you haven't. Share out the stream. Comment afterwards as well. If I didn't say it, smash the thumbs up. And again, if you're looking at booking that next, Disney trip, Disney cruise, Universal Studios, reach out, let me know. There's the ticker going across the bottom there, and that's also in the description for the stream today as well too. So reach out, let me know. Let's get you booked, and let's get you to have a great time. And we'll rock and roll from there. There are Jen Holmes. I can send you that list if you like. I have all that information. The booking window closes for that, though, coming up next month for actually when you can actually book it. So, but I have all the details for the ship, so I'll send that to you. Let me know roughly when you might be looking at going, but I think the sailing itself goes up until June of this year. So I have to double check the date. It's either June 6th or June 7th, but I'll double check. But we'll rock and roll and get her done. Shout out to everyone just that came in today. Really appreciate it. To the mods that were in today, thank you. And Anonymous, thank you. You didn't have to do that. Greatly appreciated. But you're going to get one of these. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, thank you to the mods for coming in today. And just thank everyone for supporting the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Definitely more to come. We're over the subscriber count, but definitely looking at getting those watch hours in, so then I can get the monetization going through, which would be fantastic. So, even if you just set your thing on computer on, just go through all the videos. If you're doing something in the background, that would appreciate it. Enjoy the content as well too. So, and definitely more to come. To our partner channels, Florida Park Explorers. Again, you want merch for shopping, all that fun stuff. You want treats. I know they're working on, if you want to get your Valentine's Day box in, get it in now to make sure you get it on time. So the Samuel B12 experience. He is the hockey master. He is the sports guru. So definitely check him out as well too. And make sure if you subscribe if you haven't. Like the streams, like the shorts, like the videos. Definitely another rock star. And I do have to say thank you to Triton for making my avatar, which will be used on my thumbnails moving forward. I greatly appreciate those, buddy. And I hope all goes well with your doctor's appointment. And thank you again to Mike Wheeler for making the JDA bougie song. So greatly appreciate that. And if no one has any other questions, I will say, where is it? Can't forget about that noise. We say, see you later, everyone, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care for now.